What's up? In this episode of Pointless Arguments, I'm your host, Jared Dungeon. These is Jazel, VanLandschoot, and DeDe Gorkowski, both of whom I met during my studies at MSU. Two of the most studious individuals, perhaps ever. They're hardcore when it comes to academics. And currently in the job market as well, I understand. Yes, Jez?
God. It feels like AI was good for like 3 seconds, and now it's taken over every entry-level engineering job imaginable.
Same goes for politics, actually, to a degree. Just a little bit. But it's just like one person using ChatGPT instead of 5 people just typing normally.
Right. And now they're
Which
going
is-
to fix everything when that's all fucked up in a couple years.
Watch the bubble pop. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, yeah. Because if the bubble doesn't pop, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so let's establish a little background. How would you two describe your background as regards to how your background shaped your personal politics, I guess?
I think that
Or your worldview, I suppose.
Oh yeah. I feel like worldview and politics are kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Or they should be. Maybe that's too meta.
But what from your background influences, I guess, your worldview?
So I was a kid who was raised on state welfare, and I think it was very controversial for kids of drug dealers to get like food stamps because they think you're living off the government, but it's like, do those kids not deserve food? So having that as always a background conversation as you're growing up and people not knowing you are that family living off welfare. Eventually my mom remarried, new stepdad, whatnot, and he's a good guy.
Deal drugs.
Yeah, he does not deal drugs. He is a minor, which I feel like affects a lot because people don't even know the
Not that kind of minor.
Yeah, not a minor. Because people don't even know we have industrial mines in the U.S. And I'm like, what do you mean my stepdad's driving to it every day?
Yeah, I'm curious, actually, and this isn't even on the script or whatever, but like, how do you guys feel about the Protect the Porkies sort of interest group?
Do you remember what that is?
Because there's some mining plans that are showing up in like federal maps or whatever for that area.
Yeah, the Porkies Mountain. So the Eagle Mine, which is a recent development in the 2010s, was also developed on industrial, not pre-approved ground. So the community had given it to the indigenous people in the community.
Mm-hmm.
And then as the U.S. does, was like, JK, we did an ore sample and there's a ton of gold and nickel here. We want it back.
It's actually ours if you think about it.
But
we will read a land acknowledgement every time we get an earnings report.
Every time that NASDAQ goes up,
we acknowledge that this gold is we are actively taking it from the native lands of Ojibwe, Odawa, and my favorite part of going to MSU was watching every professor butcher the hell out of every single tri pronunciation on like syllabus week.
And sweating every time.
The land acknowledgement.
Potawatomi, Ojibwe, and fuck.
And I think like
it was rough. That was very rough.
Always rough.
And how like impactful is a land acknowledgement if you're not doing anything for the communities?
And it's still going on.
Yeah, it's still going on. They still say it at football games, I think, or at least one of them. They say it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Some, or maybe they don't anymore.
Yikes.
Did they change the land acknowledgement?
I don't know.
I don't know. I had it on my computer for a long time.
I don't read news right now.
Yeah, for real. My phone been off.
But yeah, backgrounds. How does it influence your opinions?
So then I got a full ride to university here at MSU, which thank God that's a lottery ticket in itself. But a lot of people then here, I would say, are at least middle class to upper middle class. And as someone who came from quite literally impoverished communities, and the UP Upper Peninsula of Michigan is so 20 years behind, and the wages are 20 years behind. So like everyone around you is impoverished, and you come here and people have helicopters and yachts and boats and coming to class in $1,000 jackets. It's like, oh my God, everyone has an iPad. I have a pen and paper, and people are looking at me like I'm insane.
It's a super disconnect for sure.
Everyone has a brand new German sports coupe.
Yeah.
What is that? What?
Wrapped and decked out. The anime cars are
The
crazy.
anime cars are crazy.
MSU fact, we have anime cars. Some international
Come to
students.
MSU.
Yeah, come to MSU.
We have anime cars.
We got anime cars. They're dripped out. Honestly, tasteful wrap, and then on one door it's a naked lady.
Titties straight out. Like,
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
they
you
say,
haven't
like,
seen
hentai on
them.
the trunk. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
even.
and I don't think you can get a ticket for that, but they're still around. So
Which is crazy given that, I mean, this is me being me, but why don't you just bike to class every single day?
they can afford the tickets. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
$80 a
not
day.
even spots to get a ticket at anymore. People are still getting the tickets, and they're what, $70?
That's the thing. You
Yeah.
still have to walk at least 5 minutes from the most convenient
Yeah.
parking spot to any given class.
Yeah.
Even if you don't care about the tickets, even if you have your parking pass, it's like whole amount of time you spend in transit is the same on a bicycle.
Yeah.
Unless you're literally out of town and a commuter. Poor Laura has to use
Yeah.
the bus, the commuter
Oh,
lot bus.
really? 89?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think so.
no.
That's far.
She could park at our house too.
Yeah, but I mean, she wouldn't be able to get there any other way.
True. Extent.
Yeah, she would. Maybe walking to Grand River would be cool. I don't know. This is gonna make
I
a
don't
lot of
walk.
sense to our followers the world over.
Yeah, literally who have no idea of the infrastructure of MSU. Just
Yeah,
know it's
the
one of
widest
the
It's
reach.
cute.
largest campuses in the nation. It is beautiful, but it's also huge.
It's not that dense.
No, yeah. Lots of farmland.
Agriculture school. Big 10 ag school.
Well, this is the thing. We were the Aggies at MAC, Michigan Agricultural College, up until it was a state college. But 3/4 of like the south of campus, the south 3/4 of campus is just farms that they use for ag and environmental science stuff. It's just like like swampy lowland farms.
And smells like manure for a couple months of the year.
Yeah, it's rainy and wet and swampy and full of cows.
And trains.
It's like taking a mini vacation to Britain.
Right. And especially during the rainy season, it's like, Jesus Christ.
But then the north side of campus, like north of the river, between the north of the river and the actual apartment, like living spaces north of that, they have the coolest like brick construction,
Yeah.
American collegiate designs ever. You dig the coffee?
So good.
Fire.
Delicious.
Yeah, I love the north side of campus. But okay, anyhow, DeDe, how about you?
I would agree that growing up in the UP specifically has heavily influenced my just like world perception. Like I definitely agree with this philosophy of like the UP's at least 20 years behind the rest of the world.
Wow.
And then you come down to MSU and it's just like a totally different universe.
Maybe it's the real world, honestly.
Yeah, it's more the real world. And something that really helped reshape my global thinking was like joining this cohort program in college for teachers that want to be like global citizens, I guess. And that eventually led me to Africa, of all places. Not on like a mission trip or anything like fucking colonizer white shit like that.
You are literally on your heart of darkness down there.
It was crazy. I stayed there for a month. It was a cultural exchange program between teachers. We did visit a lot of historical places in Ghana, the Slave River, slave castles.
I'm seeing an undertone with the destinations here.
Yeah, for those of our listeners.
And like peace signs. And DeDe was sending me them on WhatsApp. And they were blurry. And I was like, blink twice if everything's okay. But they just thought it was an important part of history. Place.
Yeah.
They quite literally made us not made us, they invited us, I should say. They invited us lovingly and respectfully to wash our hands and feet in the Slave River. And me and the other white people were like, I think we're good. Like I think we could like stay like up on the land. And they're like, no, like join us. Like please join us.
What is the metaphor
okay.
even for them?
It's supposed to be like, because at the bottom of this Slave River it's like all gold because it's the only area in Africa, or not Africa, I shouldn't say that. That is like not true. It's like
Ghana?
one of the only areas in Ghana that can't be mined.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like a river that still runs gold. It's like quite literally gold, and shiny and shit. So
Very
you're
cool.
supposed to like wash away your like sins and like reconnect with like, you know, your people who've been like stolen there.
Yeah.
And we were like,
The Polish woman.
and they had us like take
Listen.
our shoes off and walk the same path.
My
these-
people were just starving in Eastern Europe while all that was going on. There's some like wasps here who might have done that. Some Germans maybe, but
yeah.
I swear we were still eating borscht when all that was happening.
It was still a really fun experience. I met some really cool people.
Get
Drink some
into a debate
coconut.
about like the fault of slavery on Eastern Europeans with like a Ghanaian political scholar.
The kids were really cool that I taught. I really liked teaching the preschoolers. That was really fun. The kids there really have a respect for learning, which was really like fun to be in an environment like that as a teacher. So that was cool. Their nursery rhymes are a little bit crazy though, so that's interesting.
The Polish nursery rhymes, yeah. Well, you know, is that what you're saying?
No. The African nursery rhymes were
Oh.
pretty crazy. One of them was basically like you're going on a bear hunt.
Oh,
which
yeah.
isn't that crazy of a
That's
nursery
you know who that's
rhyme.
by actually is Michael Rosen.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Anyhow, continue.
But
The Ghanaian version.
yes.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's connected everywhere via colonization. Yeah. I mean, everywhere stole people from Ghana.
That's pretty much just like the biggest secondary language of any given African country is the one that colonized it. It's like, oh, is it Afrikaans? It's Dutch. Is it French? France, English, England, whatever.
Yeah. So it was a great experience though. And that really reshaped my understanding of like just the world as a whole, I would say. Exciting experience.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm honestly I'll get to the fun pop culture question after this, but based off of what you guys said, I'm curious to ask, sort of like, in terms of like what you guys feel in terms of rural and urban politics, what's the difference on people's issues? Because I feel like a lot of people in politics want to know what are the issues of the voters, and do you think there's a through line that some politicians could capitalize on to get both rural and urban voters? Do you think blue collar people and urbanites just like cannot agree on anything? What's up with that?
I think when I was younger, I thought like white collar people were like foreign people just because everyone around me is blue collar. So I was also part of the problem. Like I didn't want to talk to people of different socioeconomic classes. Like I was jaded, I was jealous. And at the end of the day, like my parents and my family made poor financial decisions because of their their lack of education in their life.
Right.
And that's just a compounding effect from systemic problems in rural America and just in general. But then you have, I don't want to say overly educated because I wish everyone was superbly educated.
Sure.
But then you come to cities where there's a little bit more resources, community colleges even. And just you can communicate with different walks of life a little bit easier than just rural America.
Right. Well, it's literally the proximity of you to people not like yourself.
Yeah.
In an urban setting, it's just you have to live with them. But if you don't have to live with them, you might not want to.
Yeah, and you'll never be challenged about any of your ideas. And like the news and the stuff happening on the news doesn't feel real because doesn't feel like it's affecting your community, until 5 years down the line, until these actual laws come into effect. And poor people just don't have the privilege of not just surviving every day. So you're not thinking about like what you're going to do in 5 years when this random tax law comes into effect.
Right. And then when it does come into effect, it blindsides you and you
and you're blaming whoever's
vote against
president.
whatever religion. Yeah, whatever president is.
Yeah, or whoever, like whatever marginalized community we're blaming for taxes.
It's their
for some
fault.
reason.
Yeah.
It's trans people's fault.
Right now.
Yeah.
Somehow trans people made
for
my
some
tax
reason.
go up.
Somehow.
But I think I think every American citizen just wants to maximize time with their family, laugh a lot, do the shit that they want to do, and make money go home.
Well,
regardless of rural and
except trans people who want to see the price of foreign goods go way up,
or evil,
hurting the average American farmer.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, DeDe's family is farmers. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Are you scaring the cows away?
They're getting
yes. we're gaying the cows actually.
God.
Yeah.
We're homosexual.
the LGBTs.
That's the gay agenda.
They
we're
turned
moving.
my cows gay, and now they won't produce milk.
Yeah, it's actually gay milk. And then your babies will be gay. Oh my god.
They made my husband do drugs.
I think that's math actually. Makes
yeah,
you a little
yeah,
gay.
well, literally.
Or ketamine.
Yeah. Anyhow, okay. Anything from DeDe on the rural urban divide on like the issues? Do you think there's any common ground?
I think on some more specific issues, everybody, for the most part, wants good schools for kids,
Agreed.
good roads to drive on, jobs to have, cheap groceries,
Fair.
water that's not fucking toxic, air
Right.
that's not, like, doesn't make you want to die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, like, the ability to, like, live freely without people wanting to, like, hate you on the daily. Like, and it's crazy that, like, the older I get, the more I'm like, yeah, I feel like everyone should believe those things. And I feel like most people I meet say that they believe those things, and then we get into the ballot
be
box,
hating.
and like things just like kind of change then. Because like I'm like, are we hearing the same people say the same things and like not interpreting them the same way? So I think at the end of the day, everyone wants the same values, but how we're getting there is a bit different.
Everyone values the same outcomes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Well, I think all of the media is making it. They're working overtime to make it seem like a race or political issue, and it's a class issue. Like there's way more 99% of economic America than 1% of economic
Or just like
America.
low income people or like
Yeah.
economically at risk people have just almost everything in common.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They're all honestly one paycheck or one like cancer diagnosis away from being houseless or having no
Having to declare
assets.
bankruptcy, starting
Yeah.
from scratch with nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
scary.
people just I don't know, don't think of that, or they're just like think they'll be billionaires at some point in their life.
Well, as long as
So-
I keep playing DraftKings.
my parlay.
Wait till this parlay hits. Then I'm gonna get the F-250
Oh my
for
God.
$85,000 a month. I will say when I was on the campaign, there were these two dudes. We were at a sports bar watching the vice presidential debate, and these two dudes were arguing with, I will say, a very argumentative coworker of mine in the first place about like inflation or whatever. And they're like, "Why can't I afford anything? I work a really good like trades job." And at some point later in the conversation, they're like, "Well, I got my truck out there." I'm like, "How much did your truck cost?" And they're like, $80,000. And I'm like, "Okay."
Okay, well.
And you know, I mean,
That's what I mean. Like poor people like just make poor decisions even if you have more money. It's like you just don't have the education to know what to do with.
Exactly.
Or the propaganda that you need an $80,000 truck because your other coworkers have an $80,000 truck.
I don't even know if that's just like a poor people, like a quote unquote poor people. Because
Maybe it's
this
the ego
guy
thing, yeah.
this guy made a like. It felt like he identified as a class that he made enough money not belong to.
Yeah.
But he was just like, "Hey man, I love my country music so much that I'm just going to bankrupt myself with a car
Yeah.
for no reason."
I need to flex on the hose, but mind you, listeners, we had an F-150 for so long that cost $3,000.
I'm not. This guy had like a brand new.
No, that's what
car.
I'm saying. Is like you don't need to get a truck that costs $80,000. Like you can find one even nice and used for $20K or less.
I will say I've talked to you guys. Like I'm like economically avoidant a little bit, just
Right.
because I don't like money. It's scary to me. But you know, like the reason I had to start leasing cars was because I can like deal with the stress of like an unreliable car, one that was making noises all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Because I would be very paranoid about that, you know?
And not knowing if like the wheel's gonna fall off or like something's gonna fall off and hit someone else.
Like what's gonna break next on it,
And that's the
how
thing.
much it's gonna cost.
There's almost never no safety net,
Yeah.
but it's like vast inconveniences if something does go wrong.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I feel like so many other people I went to MSU with, who's just like, I got my dad's old G-Wagon. He'll buy me another one if I crash it.
Oh, I wish. Like, that's where the jealousy sets in. But honestly, if I was them, I'd want that life too. Fuck it. Like,
Yeah, for real. Okay, so back to the pop culture question. I'm curious for you two. What would you say are your top gay music artists of all time? I'm saying maybe top 5.
Okay, let's go.
God,
This is in no particular order.
Okay.
Girl in Red.
That can't be the first
Around.
Fair.
Pink. Absolutely.
Okay.
Up there. I guess I don't know if she identifies as gay,
Yeah,
but she's
she's
definitely
queer.
queer. She's definitely
just, like,
queer.
Maybe in more of a traditional sense. She does the flips around the Oh my
She's
god.
flying around that stadium.
There's no
Um,
heterosexual explanation for the
wedding-
flying around the stadium.
No, yeah, that's just
Fair.
in the lesbian songs. Like that's also why I'm so gay is because I was raised on Pink music and she's just like a man hater. Oh, who else? Let's see. Freddie Mercury.
Okay.
Good
And Elton John. Is that 5? Okay.
I think yeah. So, okay.
My man Steve Lacy, of course.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He recently said he is queer and that's good enough for me. I mean, obviously if you listen to his music, it's love that man. Another really obvious answer in Selly as well. Tyler the Creator. Love.
That's fair. Yeah.
Like I kind of love that he writes about the inner turmoil of not wanting to be gay, but it like you don't get a choice at the end of the day. Like those thoughts are gonna run rampant in your mind the more you suppress them.
I will say he is essential. Like the gay, like a gay identity is pretty essential to like what makes Tyler unique.
Yeah. And people don't understand his homophobia is about himself. Like the tongue in cheek is that he is the
Self-hating
fag.
gay
Like,
dude.
Yeah.
That's the funniest. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
that is pretty funny.
But people think he is like on the bandwagon of being a straight homophobe. I'm like, you're not listening to anything.
No.
So that's
you don't get it.
Yeah, you don't get it.
I agree though.
Their recent beef that made me actually cry, which is such a non-problem. Frank Ocean. You haven't listened to his.
I don't listen to Frank, but I do get the impression that like he just sort of stopped doing music and just like I don't know, doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, if you make a couple albums that literally you can live off for the rest of your life, why not stop?
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck it. And people say crazy shit like I get why. Like Chappell might do that. Like release this one album and Laurel Hill it.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I hope with less turmoil. She is a real sad woman now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's obviously because of drug use and other problems.
Imagine how good the music will be though.
Yeah. When she starts again.
That's fire though.
So that's 3.
3.
Oh yeah, Tracy Chapman, my queen. Can't even. I forget. Like she's so gay. I forget she's gay. Like she's just an icon.
You literally got a fast car.
Yeah. Get us out of here. I also worked at a convenience store. Like I had that thing.
You have not managed to save up a little bit of money though.
Yeah, I did not. I actually have $0, but I did get out of there. That's 4.
Well,
oh my
I do
god.
not.
So one more.
Yeah.
God.
Name 5 gay people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That guy down the road.
The one with the mandolin. My god. Okay, this is so either we just saw Faye Webster.
Oh yeah.
So
there you
I
go.
guess I'll say her. She was
Okay,
pretty.
perfect.
She didn't have a really great personality
Whatever.
in concert.
Some people
Who?
don't have the most interesting stage
Yeah.
presence, even if you really like the tunes.
Meg Thee Stallion is with a man, but she's also queer, so she's up there.
I don't know. I mean, if you compare Meg to people like Nicki or whatever.
Yeah.
Nikki's I love her for what she done, but
Yeah.
She was
that old
it,
lady
girl, and
tripping.
She's gone. She's done.
no, I would still listen to a Nicki track.
I mean, I'll listen to a Nicki track, but I'm not going to a Nicki show.
Yeah.
I would.
Yikes.
I mean, I would go to Meg for more money again. She was amazing. And I would actually follow Meg on Instagram. Azealia Banks, she's not gay, but she's for the gays.
Is Willow up there?
Is Horse Girl gay?
No,
I don't know.
or not Horse Girl. Who was that one artist? That new EDM girl who wears the horse mask.
No, her name's
Who's a
Horse
doll?
Girl.
Is it?
I don't know if she's a doll.
Oh, I thought she was a doll.
She might be.
I mean, it is electronic music.
Yeah.
No,
Which is
okay.
true.
Now
Oh my
we're
God,
just-
Sophie Rip.
Sophie,
She was
yeah.
great.
I'm gonna be honest. I tried to listen to the one album that people are particularly fond of hers in the car once, and I just was not in the right mood for it.
Have you tried shrooms yet?
No,
That
I'm not
might
doing
help.
shrooms. I'm epileptic.
Round
I can't
Oh,
do
yeah,
shrooms.
Fuck. Because that's one that you need to either be like on a lot of poppers or like at a
There you
really
go.
weird point in your life.
One of those. It's just another experience that I won't ever be able to. Is appreciating Sophie properly. Oh well.
You like Vroom Vroom though, right?
Yeah, I thought it was. Whatever.
Charlie. No way. You don't like that
It's
song?
okay. I'm sorry. Well, you know what it is I'm a dude, so I listen to Death Grips instead. And you would like Death Grips. Anyhow, my top 5 in descending order is
Yeah, let's hear them.
Prince, 100 Gex, Katie Lang, Steve Lacy, and Bowie.
Okay,
Love
those
Bowie.
are good. I forgot 100 gigs. Silly of me. Is
Yeah.
that David Bowie?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know that.
I haven't listened
It's
to
a
much David
great-
Bowie.
I
oh
saw
my
that as
God.
the Shrek song.
His best of is incredible. He sounds different in every song though, so it's like sometimes you'll be like, wait a minute, that was a Bowie song?
Yeah.
The original Man Who Sold the World was by David Bowie.
Really?
It was like a synth pop song. Yeah, that Kurt Cobain did like an acoustic cover of.
See, I only know that version.
Yeah. No,
My man
I'll
Kurt.
play it afterwards. It's good.
Him and Courtney, the OG
Yeah.
toxic couple.
It's kind of like Fame a little bit and that kind of vibe. But it's
Yeah.
good. All right. So the next question I have for you guys is how's navigating the job market gone for you guys in the recent past? Because I personally am seeking full-time employment right this exact moment. And I know Jazz is looking for full-time employment at like a salaried position because you have a
Mhm.
degree and you deserve it.
Thank you.
And DeDe, you work part-time at a school?
Yeah, I work part-time as a nanny, and then I am an intern at the high school right now.
Right.
So I'm teaching.
Pays though.
She's a special
Well,
needs nanny,
yes.
mind you.
Which-
So she's an angel on earth.
You and I both have experience in the gig economy right now. Everyone has to have 2 part-time jobs.
Yes,
because
exactly.
Nobody's hiring full-time.
You got to piecemeal that shit together,
Nothing
honestly.
else to do for
Like,
You have to deal with
I'll work
whichever
Saturdays.
manager is the least evil.
Literally.
You have to take a little more hours from.
Yeah. So, yeah. But post that, I probably will be a teacher because there's a lot of job security in being a teacher,
Oh, fair
and
enough.
you get benefits, and they kind of paying teachers a lot right now. Not like a lot, but like
Mm.
more than they used to pay teachers.
Well-
So that's nice.
And were you saying like kids don't have a great time reading right now?
Kids can't like.
Would you say literacy is kind of down from where it
I
should
would say
be?
literacy is way down from COVID. My students right now
Maybe that's
were
why
in
you're getting
4th
paid more.
grade when
Everyone's panicked, like, oh my God.
literally, it's funny because every time literacy rates so every couple years they'll retest students and then like analyze it and shit, and they realize they're like, oh my God, our kids can't read. Shit, we gotta switch the standards again. So they're just like very reactionary with how they like want teachers to be.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I can only teach to the standards. So, anyways, yes,
Anything
kids
else
can't
is-
read. Yeah, kids can't read super as well as they used to. They can't read cursive. They can't read clocks. What's the word for it?
Yeah, analog clocks.
An analog clock.
That's
My
crazy.
students, most of them cannot read an analog clock.
You got to do that.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be able to do that.
They
They
want to wear Cartier. You gotta wear that. You
exactly. So
It's just going to be Apple Watches
yeah.
forever because everyone's an iPad baby.
they struggle sometimes. They struggle, and their handwriting is a bit rough. But I also just have shit handwriting as a person, so I try not to judge that one too
I
much.
bet.
Yeah, and I'm like, we're kind of in a more technological world, so like I feel like bad handwriting is like less a fault of like education anymore.
I don't see it going anywhere permanently, though.
Yeah,
It's like,
but-
what? Are we going to not have paper by the time I'm dead?
exactly.
No way.
Exactly. But like the
Maybe.
emphasis on having good handwriting is way less It might.
I feel like the way you interface with technology would need to change.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a million little iPads everywhere.
Definitely.
Ugh.
Not the iPad demo.
The sign-in iPads everywhere.
But yeah, my mom's a teacher too. My cousin just started this year, and it I guess it does pay.
Yeah.
I mean, like a regular amount of money throughout the whole year, and you get good insurance.
And summer's off.
Yes, and
Yeah.
summer's off.
Not actually, but like kind of.
No, you know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does seem like a good gig. I think if I decided I didn't want to do the state politics thing any longer, like part of the way into my career, if I'd had some experience, I'd like to just round it out by doing some community college stuff, like as a professor. Just teaching random classes if I could.
Same.
I don't think I could deal with kids.
I'm too mean for children.
Or with the K-12, or with like working at a K-12 institution. Like what they expect out of a teacher.
It's a lot of personalities of like the staff and the students. It's just like a lot of working.
And what's expected out of you as a teacher is just obscene amounts of unpaid overtime. And that's not how I roll. So
yeah,
I would rather do like as few classes as I could at a community college as a teacher and not have to worry about it that much.
That's valid. It's hard to set boundaries too, especially with all of that. It's hard to be like
teaching is not a having boundaries career.
No.
I honestly turn her phone off when she comes home from school because I'm like, sorry, you'll be there tomorrow. Like, you're done. Because it's hard when the community is like children around you that you want to help out.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. So Jazz, you're looking for work right now.
Yeah.
And what's your qualifications, degree? Give me an elevator pitch of your resume.
So full ride, every poor kid, I would say 5 to 10 years ago, went into computer science, math, and statistics because that degree made like 100K, 150K starting out, very reliable. Everyone needed a software developer, programmer, statistics. And then magically when I graduate, nobody wants us.
Okay, well, the market is bad around the clock right now.
But my degree is called computational data engineering, which is a fancy word for data science, which is an even fancier word for statistics and data visualization. So I make a lot of graphs.
Done on computers.
On computer.
Usually using coding. Do you use R?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Only R and Python.
I hate R so much, man. I had to take a class last year called, what was it? Policy analysis. And I was like, oh, this will be a nice little class reading think pieces about the effectiveness of various public policies.
Yeah.
Nope. It was a calculus class where we had to learn R.
Yeah, because most modeling is like you have to make a machine learning, even a really like low stakes version.
I'm sending that to IT.
Yeah. Me, bitch.
Yeah.
And then I worked with a supercomputer. So why is no one still hiring me? I don't know.
Wait. You operating on those rare isotope beams?
My actual roommate works with those, but I get the data from that kind of stuff. I actually worked on a Flint research project to see what the lead levels in women's breast milk did to babies, which you can only imagine was detrimental for the community.
You're like, all right, guys, thanks for doing this class. By the way, the babies are going to die.
The babies are a little bit not
Have
good.
a nice summer.
Bye-bye.
That's an uplifting little one.
And like Kanye said, rip Kanye, Bush don't care about black people, the community don't care about Flint, and a lot of them are suffering, but because of Trump's big beautiful bill, the research is a little bit paused.
Halted.
Yes.
And if only there was some connection between federal spending on medical research and health outcomes in the country.
Right.
But it's okay.
Apparently not causational.
Only poor people really even get sick in the first place.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
See, it sounds like a poor people problem.
Trump had that defib on.
And you want to know something? That's their fault.
Yeah.
That's their fault for eating all that McDonald's.
That's their fault for voting against using their own money to fix it. Use federal money. The fuck? If I had $0 and they were like,
yeah,
period.
Who's gonna pay Lockheed Martin if that goes to medical research?
Oh my God, that and Planetar, like the only jobs open right now, and I'm like, shoot me in the face, honestly.
Who's gonna bail out real estate, buying up all the property?
Yeah,
when the market crashes.
Well, Planetar with MSU actually is making I don't know if people know this, an AI that can read your body movements so that in protests, even if your face is covered, they can still identify you. And they're trying to use that as like valuable identification to make arrests and judicial hearings, which is scary. But a lot of, not people I'm friends with, but people in the same realm of studies I do are working for that research and planning on working for Planetar and Lockheed, and I'm like,
Well, and it's just like you go to class with these people and they're like, this is such interesting work. And it's like, dude, they're going to disappear people.
Yeah. Like, you're going to get fired after this 2-year contract's over and you're going to be gone.
You're creating the secret police disappearinator.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And they're like, isn't that fun? And I'm like, no.
I don't know if I would say fun.
But in undergrad, we had to make a AI model that could identify people's faces based off of pictures we got. And that was like what we were doing as plebs and, when you don't even have your degree yet. So I can only imagine what these... I don't want to do that, in short. So the job market is hard because I don't want to exploit
That's kind of how it is with politics, actually.
Yeah.
Is the people that are advocating to put that to use with like the NSA or whatever are the only ones actually hiring because they're the only ones with any money.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Not a lot of money in like progressivism.
No, not a lot of money in being a good person anymore, I guess.
And well, anymore. Get real.
Well,
and like my friend just got hired for Meta and she's honestly making almost $500,000 and I'm like, ugh.
She's like, she's why my algorithm's so bad.
Yeah. And why rates are so bad. It's like, girl, you're supposed to just not work there. Like, the community's all low-key trying to have a strike against all these people, but when they make the numbers so high, it's like, people gotta pay bills.
That sucks.
Yeah. So I might reach that point, but hopefully not.
Okay. Any experience with homophobia in the job market? I'm not applying to jobs that I would know if the job was homophobic in advance, so I'm with them.
So even when I had to like kind of interview for this internship, so I interviewed with a coordinator who then would place me with like whatever fit best, I guess. And I explicitly said, I was like, I'm gay, and that's not something I can even hide at this point because I'm so gay. Like, I can't even go back in the closet even if I wanted to, really. Like, my aura and essence is just gay.
Clocky.
Yeah, like, it's clocky. And I don't want to go back in the closet. So, like, I need to be in a space that's, like,
Listen,
not
player,
like
I'm
that.
not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, exactly. And I just had to hope that this man himself wasn't a homophobe. And thankfully he wasn't. He was like, oh, okay, word. Like, I'll make sure you don't get placed somewhere that's like homophobic, essentially. But like when I interview for jobs, I am a bit nervous because I'm like, how do I subtly be like, yeah, no, like I'm super gay and like, are you guys like cool with that? Or like, are my students gonna like try and like shoot me because I'm like fucking gay? But I don't know. So it's definitely something that's hard and something I've experienced in like other jobs before. I had one job where I worked at like a pretty like artsy fartsy place, I'll just say. And there was a coworker there who was like super like sexually harassy, like low key, and just like homophobic and was like super weird about like just me being gay, which is so weird in like an artsy place, especially when like everyone thought this person was gay. So it was like really strange.
What field was this? Was this education?
Yeah, this was education.
Okay.
So like we're also working around children. So I'm like, homophobia around children, like this is a
But
lot
also
of
just
layers.
Acting like a jerk to your coworkers around children.
It's
just
super
like
weird.
everything rubs off on them. They're gonna be mean to each other now. Great.
And like now I have to like socially correct a grown ass person in front of children. Like that's also super impactful for children, like in awkward and weird.
Yeah.
So there's just like a lot of layers to like that being odd. So like I guess homophobia in my workplace is really bad when it happens because it's like, damn, now this is in front of fucking kids.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, but beyond that, like my nannying job, like they're pretty down with the gays, so that's sick. I lucked out with that. Some people aren't though, especially rich people and rich people paying for a private nanny right now. Like I have some friends who work for like some pretty red people, I would say, and life's just kind of hard for them because like they have to just like help raise these children with Republican values, and that's kind of crazy.
Kind of be in the closet,
Yeah.
like at work, and then like live their own life. I know. I put I'm gay on
like,
my
are we talking
resume.
like people are homophobic in the classical sense, like you're phobic of your own homosexuality or something?
Like they're
that?
trying to be trans, well, not trying to be trans, but they are trans and they can't be trans.
Transposed.
No. And then they can't be trans at their workplace, so they're like masking or having to dress feminine or masculine and having to like not talk about these really bad issues happening in real
Oh my
life.
God.
It's just like a weird dichotomy. Like it's two separate versions of yourself you have to be.
You have to do a lot more transitioning, and then just when you apply, don't tell them that you transitioned at all. It's just like, no, I'm just
I put I'm gay on my resume. I don't like the second they're on Zoom with me, like you're gonna know. Don't waste my time.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, why can't we find any social media content from before 2020 for you? It's like, I just didn't have a phone, you know?
Yeah. I didn't exist actually. I was just born.
What are these pictures? Yeah, I looked weird when I was 18. Just puberty.
My fucking LinkedIn is my senior photo from when I was a straight high school sweethearted woman. So it is a little catfishy, but kind of funny.
Does it work?
Yeah.
High school?
Yeah, my high school senior photo.
It still works on LinkedIn, eh?
My face kind of looks the same, but I had really long hair.
That's fair enough.
But it is funny. So then people will accept it. And then if they open the Zoom, they're like, well, this is a butch-ass woman.
Looking real different.
Psych.
Like Jazel, they're like, okay.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
So kind of out there. But I don't think science and math really gives a fuck, honestly. They don't really care about my tattoos. They don't really care about my sexuality. I mean, there's a few professors at MSU that did, but honestly, I called one of them a cunt and I told another one to fuck off. So, like, you have autonomy in your choices as well and who you interact with.
I'm told, DeDe, you gotta wear long pants to work for tattoo coverage reasons.
Oh my God, Clippy.
Unfortunate.
I do.
Can
Well,
she
it's not
flex
even for- it's
Clippy?
not- yeah, she can flex Clippy, but it's not even because of just Clippy. It's probably just like if
It's
some
high
parents
Clippy.
saw you with tattoos on your legs, they'd be like, I can't believe this person is. Yeah, she's got the worm on the string.
That's whimsy, though.
And she got Clippy from, like, what is it, Windows 95 or 95?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the tattoo artist who colored it was like, look, I made him stoned. And she's like, I just wanted Clippy.
I was like, come on. So
Like-
I'm always
now-
wearing long
now
dresses.
she's forced to wear long pants forever at work.
I also have a gummy Bart on my arm. You have a gummy
The
Bart.
gummy Bart is funny, though. I mean,
Gummy
Yeah.
Bart's funny. Gummy Bart, the kids eat up.
I was
gummy
going to
Bart.
say, it's perfect for kids.
Yeah,
Right.
they eat that shit. So the gummy Bart's fine, but the Clippy, the stone Clippy is a rough sell.
Well,
I have to put
some
Band-Aids
tattoos
over
are rough
things.
sells, period,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Which
Yeah.
is a bummer. But anyhow, moving backwards, I guess, one step backwards, because this is a well planned out interview. What about academia? What's your, like, both of you guys have done work at MSU at some point, right?
Right.
And then between that and like going to school there, which you've also done at the same time, did you have a good experience? Do you feel like your degree is worth it? Like the time you spent, the money you spent?
So fortunately,
Right now
I
versus in the long run.
I think
Just
the
no period for you, huh?
the alumni network is
Yikes.
crazy here. That's almost worth it in
Yeah,
itself.
that is worth it.
Like,
I would agree with that.
honestly, at big corporations, which you guys don't work for big corporations, but for engineers in STEM who want to work for a corporation, or even lawyers who want to work at corporations, like there's these streamlined networks into positions
Yeah.
that are really long term. I mean, they're boring and they kind of suck, but they pay a lot and you can be there for 10 years, which is a stability that I want and a lot of other people want.
The alumni network for poli-sci at MSU is a guy who's like, I went to James Madison too. We should get coffee sometime, and then never gets coffee.
No.
That's
Like,
pretty
what's the point? No,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Or they'll talk for 3 hours at one group session. Like one person will talk their ear off, and then no one else gets to talk to them.
Oh.
That's crazy. Like, there's definitely companies
People
here
who you
that
send your resume to, and they just like forget about it.
Yep.
for poli-sci.
Yeah,
Yeah.
politics is rough.
Oh my god, I thought James Madison had a strong alumni network.
I mean,
When they show up.
there's people who do interesting things from James Madison.
Oh,
but
no.
true.
I'll be honest, most people who are going into politics are,
On the
I don't
way
know if
over-
you believe this, but somewhat self-interested.
Yeah, they're a bit selfish at
Ooh.
times. Madison.
It's not every politics person, but like there's a good amount of them.
Not the altruism that I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
And everyone's busy, so it's a good excuse to just feel like, I don't want to respond to that.
Our future politicians won't be altruistic.
I don't know if it's like young people either. It's just like adults who's like,
Yeah.
I went to James Madison in the 60s.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's
God.
like, good, did you help me out? No.
Every
Cool
man
that
for
we both
himself.
went to the same
That's
school.
cool we went there, though.
Yeah, cool, right? What dorm did you stay in? And it's like,
I
that
didn't stay in a
doesn't
dorm
fucking
'cause of
matter. Can you give me
COVID.
a job? Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
like,
We
oh,
didn't stay in the dorms because it was COVID.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Anyhow, see you around.
Yeah, it's like,
Hope you get a job.
Yeah,
It's
damn.
rough.
Like, there's companies who have positions that they leave open only for MSU hires.
Oh, that's really cool.
So that's nice, but it's hard when there's most people try to move to different states. So
For sure.
But now everyone's broke, so everyone's competing for the same jobs in the same town, so that kind of sucks. But I liked working for MSU, but my what is it called? Program director.
Yeah, like what type of like vague type of work were you doing?
I was running statistics and machine learning algorithms for like the Flint research, which was 30,000
Right.
people's different data points, and then genomic research I was also doing. So that's trying to find what specific amino acids in the genome cause diseases.
Yeah.
And if there's any racial correlation, and if there is a racial correlation in these diseases, we're specifically looking at diabetes and cancer from diabetes. Can we map that out and make it predictive model so that you can campaign lifestyle, more holistic choices to these communities who are being affected instead of, them being dependent on insulin and whatnot.
Interesting.
And then another one I did was I made surveys for the university for a long time, and then that got them a lot of grants. Of course, they only paid me $16 an hour, so that was kind of fucking stupid.
Oh well.
I also worked on a bee farm here. That was kind of fun.
Doesn't it look so nice on the bottom of your resume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes up 2 lines.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I got them $50,000, and then they gave me, I don't know, like 7 over 2 years.
That's the thing about like the career difference. It's just like I complain about, politics being hard to find jobs in, but you're like, I did this for the university and made a tangible difference, and it's like still job.
Yeah, I still have no job.
Still no job.
So there was a lot of opportunities for research here, and every year I did research or I worked or I taught classes. I taught a Python fucking lab.
No way.
For a Big 10, and here I am still jobless. So I don't know. I was supposed to go to a PhD program here, but MSU,
You're a little cheesed.
yeah, lost their funding and lost their spine a little. But we haven't had the same president in a million years, so there's not really
Any no big deals with debt or anything.
no. DeDe has some, but
hella college debt.
since I don't have any, it's kind of halved.
Yeah, Laura doesn't either, and I do, but I don't have that much. Not that bad.
Really?
No, I
That's
have like
good.
35 G's or something. But
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad
For
at
all
all.
4 years, yeah.
No, for all 4 years.
That's good.
Yeah, it's just because
Well, not good. No, everyone should have 0.
And that's the crazy thing is it's just like, oh, I had a not bad amount of debt, 3/4 of a year's salary at an entry level. For 3 years of in-person college. I don't know, man. There's also this issue of like, and this is just me being like, we should be funding college more, obviously, but
Right.
it's just I feel like I fell into this stupid little middle class void where it's like the FAFSA says your parents have so much money and can fund all of your education. I'm like, no, they don't.
Yeah, because they're not going to give 1/3 of their yearly income per year to your education.
It's not even that little. I mean,
No, that's a lot.
MSU doesn't cost that much money, and my living expenses weren't that much. But that being said, it's just like no, they're like, I'm trying to retire.
Yeah, when you don't make a lot, it is a lot proportionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my parents said fuck no. They said join the army.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't want to deploy.
Yeah, that's why I was like, thank God, I don't want to be one of those.
Well, wait to not join the army. Good job.
Yeah. Well, hope you don't get drafted.
Yeah. Well, I'll run away to Canada.
Yeah, shoot your foot or something.
I'll run away to Canada.
Canada has to be better, but DeDe has a different experience with academia.
Extradite me from Stratford. It'll be like, no, I was watching all the Shakespeare plays.
They're like, give us money, ho.
We got another gay runaway.
Another one in Canada. I'll swim across the lake if I have to. Fuck it.
I'll just hang on to the underside of the Detroit Bridge.
Right.
Spider-Man my way over there.
Spider monkey crawl.
Okay, so DeDe's academia experience.
Yeah, a little different.
Yeah, so
You started off at James Madison with me.
I did start off at James Madison with you. We started on COVID online school James Madison together.
Which was lame.
Which was
online school sucks. I mean,
lame.
I can't imagine doing that in middle school, much
Yeah.
less my first year of college, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh, it's just like having your education happen during COVID was just a giant goose egg for
bummer.
2.5 years.
It really was. Well, we were just saying that like campus just now finally feels like what it probably felt like before COVID. Like I was like, I don't even know what campus is supposed to feel like,
Yeah.
but it feels hella busy and crazy right now.
Yeah.
So college has always been a bit weird for me in that sense.
Yeah, me too.
Where it's just like it's been hard for me to finish college also because things just keep fucking happening like at MSU. Like it's COVID. Well, it's Nasser, then it's COVID, and then it's a shooting, and
It's the entire leadership of the school being just like endlessly beefing with each other and then
Exactly.
capitulating to the Trump administration and defunding
Exactly.
everything.
exactly. And then it's like
It's just nothing but bad news. Like I
Yeah.
feel like academia, period.
it's just like bleak.
It is bleak.
So it's just like hard. It's hard to finish out this degree, honestly. But I'm dredging through it, and I'll be graduating in the spring now, which is exciting.
Good.
But yeah, I'm graduating with a lot of debt.
Ooh.
Probably like just because I don't care about saying numbers. Yeah, like 100K.
That's okay.
Which is like whatever.
You want to know something? If you work
Yeah.
for the state of Michigan for 10 years and you keep doing the minimum payments, they will wipe out the rest of your
See,
federal
that's why I
debt.
was like, I might just commit to being a public school teacher because honestly, these kids are pretty chill.
The repayment programs are crazy. especially.
The benefits are good, and the Kiki sessions are fun with the teachers. And
Special needs
yeah.
is still like a different kind of dedication you have to
Yeah.
have. Like that's
True.
less children you have to watch over, but
Yeah,
it's like
Way more intense needs.
exactly. So yeah, just because like as much as I would love to do like full-time private nanny, and like even though it would technically pay more, like the job insecurity in that is like crazy.
and no
Like
benefits.
you could be fired at any time. There's typically no benefits, and like if you do get a family that's gonna like sign you a contract, then like you still won't get benefits. You have to pay for your own shit. Like it's just like crazy hours.
I like the idea of nanny signing contracts. Like
They do.
but like the same way as like college basketball.
There's
It's
like
the
nannying agencies. Yeah, stop. That's
the
so
Mary
funny.
Poppins draft 2025. You walk out of there like, let's go.
That's what it is in travel.
I secured that first seed draft.
So, and I would be a competitive applicant for being like a full-time nanny, but I don't really know if I want to do that because then like eventually you'll also like get kicked to the curb when they put their kids in preschool typically.
It's a tough nanny life.
It's a tough nanny life. So I don't know if that's a career I'll continue just because like the job insecurity is a bit much for me. Like I'd rather get into a job and like even if I get pink slipped, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's like where you essentially work your first year teaching and then at the end they tell you if they're gonna like keep you or not.
Oh, fair. They do that in a lot of like long-term
Yeah.
areas though.
Yeah. So like once you get into school for a while, like it's pretty sick. But like there's a teacher shortage right now, so not many people are getting pink slip.
Well, this is the other thing is a lot of areas, I'm told at least, are I don't know. It's just like not enough funding in general. It's just not enough teachers. It's just not pleasant. I don't know. But I guess that's been the case my entire experience with it too. Like my mom was a teacher during the Rick Snyder administration
Oh
too.
no.
Oh,
Rick
if
Snyder.
you're from Michigan, fuck Rick Snyder.
that's what I was gonna say. Is if you work at a school for a long amount of time, you do accrue benefits. But if you swap districts, you need to kind of restart, which is just like you got to know.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
got to do a lot of like deliberate career stuff.
Yeah.
When it's hard because most of my work is remote based, so I have the flexibility of living wherever
Right.
I want.
Oh,
and
that's good
then-
too.
But then I would ultimately live wherever DeDe ends up signing. So that's been hard because after she graduates, we're like, are we going to stay in Michigan? Are we going to go to Boston? Are we going to go?
Boston would be so cool.
We really love
if you get an
Boston.
offer, why not? Right?
If I got a really high paying job, we don't have, I mean, we have 4 children, but we don't have any fucking kids. So we could move wherever we want.
Cool.
Um,
Long Island.
fucking Long Island, they would hate me. I would get bombed off Long Island. I don't know, or Minnesota, but so
No
I don't
way.
like
They're gonna do like live out like Fargo up there.
I love Minnesota.
Luca will kill anyone who comes on the property.
Yeah. I
Exactly.
tell you what, moving to Boston is gonna be like a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Moving to Minnesota is gonna be like a horror murder mystery.
Sure, my dad's gonna find me for this. He's gonna feel like
You guys are
Mike
gonna get
Myers.
eaten by a cryptid in Minnesota. If you go to Boston, it's gonna be like, oh my god, croissants for breakfast.
Right.
It's gonna be like Friends.
But a horror scene.
No.
Utah's in the mix too.
Yeah, we love Utah. It's
You guys,
so hard.
well, okay, yeah. Also, different type of horror movie. That's like gonna be like an Ari Aster. You guys get murdered by Mormons.
Yeah, it's Mormon Get Out.
Mormon Get Out. Listen, Boston's good. If not, maybe try like Seattle or something.
I can't handle
Seattle's
Seattle.
way too gay for
I'm
us.
honestly
Too
like
gay.
kind
It's
of
crazy. Have you been to Seattle?
No, I've never been to the West Coast.
It's like honestly really a different like.
they make me feel homophobic.
I want to
Hey,
live in
you
the
pussy.
States, obviously, for as long as possible, just because of career stuff and because, obviously, Laura can only practice law here. But
Right.
I would think Vancouver, maybe, or
That'd be cool.
what is it?
I'm applying to
Amsterdam.
McGill, which is in Vancouver.
That sounds cool.
It's a grad school. And
Yeah.
then or Amsterdam. No, Auden went to Amsterdam
Be
for
so
a
cool.
while. He said there was a lot of
I just want a vacation
shrooms
there.
and weed about and coffee.
Well, no shrooms, but
I know that sucks, bro. DeDe can't either.
I'm okay. I think it's it's like alcohol. I can't drink too much alcohol either, more
Yeah.
than like one drink. So it's like I like the taste of it. I'll take one, but I don't miss drunkenness.
Yeah. No, and the hangovers are awful.
I can't imagine that if I had any fond memories of like I don't know.
MSU is a bucket of beer.
I don't think I miss. I don't like.
contest.
I don't think if I had tried shrooms, I would miss them right now. You know what I mean?
Right. Maybe I just have an addictive personality. Like, I hate LSD, but I love a lot of the other drugs I've tried.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I should have like an addictive personality with alcohol, but I drank it for a year before I realized I was epileptic,
Yeah.
and I don't miss it at all. Like even
Yeah.
if I continue drinking like a beer or a wine here or there, very strange.
That's good, though.
As far
Don't
as I can
fight
tell.
it. Yeah. Don't push
Don't
it.
try to be.
Yeah.
Good enough.
I love, like, I could drink 18 beers a day if I love
Mm-hmm.
myself. Maybe that's lesbianism.
I mean, it tastes good.
It does taste
It
good.
tastes
Pretty
good.
good.
All right, and past furthermore in academia, did you have any like I don't know? I was gonna say bad experiences, but like a funny bad experience in classes.
I had my
see some
freshman
greatest hits.
year.
You're
my,
smiling.
I'm trying to think of good
She's
ones.
gonna think of what I'm gonna
Freshman
say.
year.
My freshman year, I am like a year or two older than you guys, so I was pre-COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But I was in the honors college, which just means you can pick what classes you're in. You don't have to do like the required, whatever classes they're called.
Degree stuff.
Yeah, like you don't have to take like
Oh, you don't have to take
200.
gen eds.
Yeah, you don't have to take gen eds. You can take like really niche 400 levels.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that because I knew 400 levels were easier than 200s. They run 200s like the Navy. Fuck that.
They do.
Like-
200s were not pleasant for me.
I took maybe like 4 200
I still am
levels.
taking one right now.
Nobody told me any of this, by the way, and I feel like it's like obvious that you would need to know this before
Yeah.
you're like getting classes.
If you're enrolling, it's
I
definitely
knew all these
important to
people
know.
older than me before I was enrolling, and like
Yeah,
my parents almost certainly knew this, and it's I don't know.
and they didn't tell you.
Why didn't anybody tell
Yeah,
me this?
what the fuck? Because those are kind of cheat codes. Like it made those classes way easier. Like I didn't turn anything in until the end, and then
Yeah.
didn't give a fuck.
I have a younger cousin who started here last year, and I'm telling him all the like, listen, you got to skip this, you got to take this. If you have to do this gen ed, you have to take it with this professor.
And
He's
you
in like engineering too, you know?
Tell him he can be in the honors college, and then he can drop it halfway through, and all the classes still count.
Yeah.
And then
That's
you don't have
pretty
to
cool.
do the extra projects.
Ooh, that's really cool.
Me, I did that. But
He's a
the
pretty
f-
high achieving guy. He
But
might
then
be
you
able
don't
to do
get the
that.
SAP.
what engineering is he picking? Or do you know?
Mechanical, I believe.
Oh, that's
I
hard.
believe.
That's also like sausage fest. Like I was in mechanical and I switched the fuck out because I was like, honestly, I'm brave, but not this brave.
I'll show you a picture of him. He looks a lot like me.
Yeah, that's
Um,
hilarious.
and listens to a lot of Dire Straits. He actually gave me that record.
Okay, so he's kind of got aura.
Yeah, he might have to come on the pod eventually. I'm curious to see like a STEM perspective on college as well. I want to have a lot of academic perspectives on this show because
should.
MSU's right there. I could get all these professors on.
Yeah.
True, especially the chill ones. I've had drinks with one of my professors.
Public sector kings and queens.
But it was a women's psychology class, 400 level class.
Oh, geez.
And I walk in and it's a fat white man teaching it. What the hell? What the fuck? So he was like,
And the whole class is like, they're just crazy. It's that simple.
It's like, what the hell? So the first like 2 hours, a 2-hour class, 3 times a week. And he was like, if you guys have any, we're going to have like 30 minutes for questions. And I raised my hand. I was like, what are you, a man, doing teaching women psychology? That's crazy. And he was like, well, I like to uplift women's voices. And I was like, you could uplift a woman's career by stepping down and letting a woman teach this class. And he was like, I like your thinking, but I give women space to talk all the time. Like, he was trying to mansplain. Like, it was absolutely crazy, but every woman in that class laughed, and he got so red in the face. He did not step down, but I still 4-pointed that class, so
Fair enough.
that made me laugh.
You might have bullied him into the 4 points.
Yeah, I might have. Because what the hell? That's so weird.
What was he doing, though? Like,
we had a whole section about women's period, like about the luteal and whatever. Awful, I don't remember.
Is this like an actual it's like a
anthropological women's psychology class.
Okay, I thought it was like a sociological thing. Like,
No.
here's a study of the history of like metaphors for this and that.
No, it was like kind of about the abuse of women through history, and then how most research doesn't include women, so we don't know a lot about
so
specifically.
It's a research class. Ew.
Yeah. Yes, and it's a white man's teaching it. What the fuck? I was appalled.
If it was like a social politics class about like here's various media art depictions of women through.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a cool little art studies class. I love this.
Or like a feminist art class, like that would be different.
I had like a post-war German art and media class
cool.
that I took, when I thought I was going to get a German minor. That was delightful.
Yeah.
You know, and if it were that kind of thing for feminism, I would do it with whatever professor.
And if it was
as long as it was good.
Yeah, if they were good and still did it through a feminist lens, but it's not a feminist lens.
It's like, I'm going to read the DSM-5 about what makes women tick.
Yeah, and like we had a whole section about how like men thought women had women hysteria and were crazy, and he was trying to like talk about his own like tales about it, and I was like, there is no way you can relate to any of this except as the oppressor. Who are you to be talking right now? I thought it was funny, like nobody corrected me, because that's a crazy thing for a 17-year-old to say in a senior level class.
Did you get into school early?
No, I just really young.
Oh.
So my birthday was like a weird time.
School early, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I get
so I graduated high school at 17 as well.
There you go.
I was supposed to graduate at 16. My mom was like, you're going to be a freak. Don't do that. So I didn't, thank God, because
fair enough.
It was annoying enough to wait that long to be 21. Like all my friends were 21.
Fair enough. All right. What about you, DeDe? Let's hear a funny class story like Jaz's.
Well, let's see. I don't know how funny this is. It's kind of funny, but like, so my last name is super Polish, Eastern European. It's Gorkowski, right? So very ski, very Polish. And I don't know, when I was getting help with my classes, they must have like thought I was Jewish. So I was like encouraged to take a lot of like Jewish studies. Not even encouraged,
right.
like
you took all these like Jewish
like I have
studies.
enough to like I'm literally like I'm like 4 credits away from a Jewish studies minor.
There's that one professor you and I had in common.
Yes, I've taken like probably like 10 I've taken almost every single class she teaches actually.
Okay.
And I like didn't realize this until like pretty like probably year 2 of taking all of these fucking classes, because I was like, I looked around, I was like, damn, you know what? Like no one else is taking these but me, and like what is this for? And then it this is the cherry on top. So I had to take one because they're like, well, you can take a really long course to fill this requirement, or you can take a 6-week course on the history of Israel that's taught by a previous Knesset member. And I was like, sounds fine, whatever. okay, cool.
This is pre-war.
This is also right before the fucking war broke out. Like literally right before, because get
October
this,
7th.
3 days after our class ends, and I'm like about to fail this class because this is a hard ass fucking class. Like everyone in this class is either Jewish or Israeli, and like they are even struggling in this fucking class. Like it is truly like difficult. And I'm like, fuck, like I'm getting a 2. Like this is kind of hard, which in Madison a 2 is like kind of failing. Like they might put your ass on academic probation. And then this Knesset member, all of a sudden the war breaks out. He's not even finished grading things. He throws 4s in for everybody, sends us an email that's like, I gotta head back to Israel. Shit's about to hit the fucking fan. Sorry, we
What
can't
was he
see-
gonna do?
He's still like a political, like he's still like an active like member. Yeah, he just was a guest
he was
professor.
like somebody who was like
No,
working
no, no,
there
no,
at
no.
some
He
point.
came over. Like MSU paid him a fuck ton of money to come. Well, the Jewish Institute paid him a
Guys, I
fuck
gotta
ton of
go
money.
vote for the
Yeah,
next 3 years
Literally.
straight.
So he was like, I gotta go back to Israel like before they close the borders and shit. Like I gotta go like RN. So he threw 4s in. I got a 4 in the class, and he emailed me personally. He's like, I thought your shit was pretty good. Like you did pretty good for. Like he
Good.
literally was like, it was okay.
Good.
But I did not end up finishing out the Jewish Studies minor after that, just because I don't know if that's something I need.
I had a Holocaust and American Media class that I capped off. My capstone paper was like about like Jewish representations of like Nazi killers in the post-World War II landscape, and I was like, this is why this is cool as hell. Examples include Inglourious Bastards,
Such a good movie.
Indiana Jones, like Magneto.
Also a good movie. I love Magneto.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is why it's a dope as hell trope.
Yeah.
And the professor was like, you didn't really tie this together, but I guess it's interesting. And I was like, hell yeah, it's interesting.
You're like, think about it, motherfucker.
Maybe you're not on my level.
Nah, that was just me watching too many. That was just me watching too many video essays. Anyhow, continue, Jazz.
No, I was just gonna say that when the war broke out, we are still obviously like accidentally Zionists just because she's in this class. All the things were, and we were friends with a few people who went on birthright unknowingly. Honestly, we were ignorant about anything about Palestine and anything like that.
It was a super like back burner.
Yeah.
Like behind a lot of other issues.
Well, and there's a Jewish house specifically on campus for like Jewish people to hang out, and they deserve a safe space. I get that. And Israel and Judaism is not the same thing. It's a Judeo state,
Yes.
so I understand how they're conflated. So no hate to the Halal
and
house.
also, there's a lot of people who represent Israel who claim that Israel represents all Jewish people,
Yeah.
which a lot of Jewish people are taking issue from. They're
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, this is making anti-Semitism worse.
And it was a nuance that I didn't really understand because I didn't know a lot of the issues about it. Like, how can you be a Zionist and Jewish still? But that's just because of the propaganda confusion, obviously.
Yeah.
And a lot of our friends went on birthright before the war broke out. Also, were ignorant of the issue. So we were hanging out at Halal. The war breaks out. We're fucking in this Jewish building. Both of our lineage is Eastern European, so it's not like they didn't think we were Jewish, but it's not like they
They
cared.
thought
or
DeDe was
anything.
Jewish.
They did
definitely
think-
thought I was
They did
fucking
think
Jewish.
DeDe was Jewish.
Everybody thought I was Jewish.
Well, the friend we were with was like Ashkenazi Jewish. So they just look like they were bringing a Russian hoe in for some fucking reason. Well, I guess they think I'm Dutch, but that's not what I look like.
I don't know. The blonde highlights make it more convincing.
Yeah, so true. If I had darker eyes, maybe.
If you speak with a funny accent.
Yeah.
Hello, can I come into the building?
Hello. I have family in the Netherlands, and they are so weird.
Yeah, well, weird, funny. in my
But,
experience.
yeah.
The Dutch are the funniest Europeans.
But so we read this Israel book that's like Israel propaganda from her class that we accidentally forgot to return. And it is so crazy about like I haven't read Mein Kampf, but it's probably something similar where they just like glazed over the fact they're killing a bajillion people. And
Yeah.
why the hell do they call it West Bank and not Palestine? That is also crazy. Like everything we learned from
Well, it's a
it was so
geographical thing,
insane.
but yeah.
Well, in the maps they wouldn't even write Palestine like in the
Well,
book.
because a large part of like Israel long-term strategy for
Mhm.
settlement is not the non-acknowledgement of Palestine as an actual state. Because prior to this is the thing. Prior to Israel even being a thing,
Mhm.
it wasn't even an internationally recognized state in the first place. It was just a protectorate/colony that Britain
Mhm.
had come by through some super vague means of like the spoils of war colony from World War I or something. That They just
Right.
like didn't know what to do with, and they were like, "Well, there's money here, I guess,
Money and
some
land.
religious significance." And after World War II, which I did learn this at MSU actually, after World War II, there's a whole bunch of Jewish refugees who do not want to be in Europe anymore.
Mhm.
They're like, where are we going to go? Can we not live here anymore?
Right.
The UK is like, we just got blown up, and also we still don't like Jewish people, so they can't live here. And the US is like, well, we just don't like Jewish people, so they can't stay here. Why don't you give them that place that, like,
No one wants anyway.
you know, has significant religious significance to observant Jews?
Yeah.
It's that's very nice. And there's also like a discussion about American evangelism.
Yeah.
For some reason, having some sort of specific interest in Israel being populated by Jews for like the end times prophecy or whatever. I don't know. It's silly.
Oh yeah, the 2,000 or 3,000-year-old
for sure.
promise
It's
or whatever.
like an idea that's like when the Jews return to the homeland or whatever, or return to Israel, God will do the rapture or whatever. That's what some extremist Christians
God's
believe.
giving them a lot of skin cancer for that to be true.
Right. Well,
They're all from New York.
so anyhow, you know, it's a lot.
Yeah. But so that was crazy when we stepped back and realized, like, one, DeDe was like they were trying to recruit DeDe for the Zionist pipeline to go on birthright when she is not even Jewish. I mean, your ancestors might have been because they fled from Germany to
Poland,
the UP,
yeah, or something. Yeah. Oh,
like during the 40s. But I think that was more like fleeing German invasion of Poland.
yeah.
Yeah. But and like that, I think that was more because they were Polish than Jewish, but they could have been both. Who knows? But why would they admit that once they moved to America?
Right. Right, fair.
But it was
for sure,
funny.
especially the UP. Ugh.
Right.
But it's, I don't know, it's a lot of, that's the thing about the Jewish diaspora is it's, like, if you could be a Jewish person and be from anywhere that's not like Asia.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
And even like parts of West Asia, it's like, all right, fair enough, you know.
I kind of Jew.
Yeah, 'cause some people in, you know, West Asia are Jewish, but it's like, to a degree, if you do like a entirely Jewish studies major at MSU,
Yeah.
you got to know it's a lot of Ashkenazi history.
Yeah.
Not a lot of Sephardic history. Not a lot of time spent in the Middle East outside of Israel, I imagine. It's like, wait a minute, this is just European studies.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like, you know, there's a lot of subtlety in like how much difficulty Jewish people have had finding acceptance.
Right.
But a lot of contemporary Jewish issues are just like, wait a minute, this is just white people.
Yeah, white people who want more land that they're not owed.
And like, don't get me wrong. Like, if it's like American Jews and dealing with American Nazis, it's like, well, I mean, you know, you grew up in pretty much a Caucasian area, but random Caucasians who you grew up around hate you for obscure political reasons from 80 years ago.
Non-existent.
Which is really stupid.
Yeah.
But, you know, and then Israel's very important too. Like, a lot of Jews, like, what is it? Conceptions of Judaism in general, because of how heavily connotated the state is with Judaism.
Yeah.
Or with like the religion as a whole. But I'm seeing clips of people talking to like politicians about you should stop funding Israel. I'm speaking this as a Jewish person because honestly, it's making anti-Semitism worse.
Yeah.
Because us sending weapons to a state that's blowing a bunch of people up is making me look bad.
Right.
Because the people who are representatives of that state keep saying that, oh, me and this guy, we have the same opinions.
Yeah, it's not the Israeli cause, it's the Jewish cause. And they're like, shut the fuck up. This is the Israeli cause.
Don't correlate me with the war machine, please.
Yeah, the fuck.
Yeah. So thank you guys for coming on the pod, and very cool. You guys might have to be repeat guests, honestly, because if I run out of other people who are like, I'd rather have you guys over and do this than some random person on like the bus who I'm like, I don't know, are you interested?
Yeah. I'm sure we can find more stories to think of.
I'm looking forward to it.